The following movie has been rated PG-13 by the Motion Picture Association of America.
Hello! Oh my God!
Crew, we've arrived. Disruptors have assembled.
Welcome, gang. We got a great weekend.
Who's that?
Benoit Blanc, the detective?
Mr. Blanc, I cannot overstate my gratitude to be here. When's the murder mystery start?
I've invited you all to my island
Hi!
because tonight a murder will be committed. My murder.
Once you're dead, will we still be able to talk to you?
Yeah, I'm not playing dead the whole weekend, dude.
This is truly delightful.
Across the island, I've hidden clues. You will have to closely observe each other. If anyone can name the killer, that person wins our game. Any questions?
Halle Berry, that has a kick.
Oh my God, what happened? Holy
Ladies and gentlemen, there's been a murder, and the killer is in plain sight. For at least one person, this is not a game. I must insist that nobody touch the body.
Jeez, detective, who killed the party?
I need to find a motive for murder.
Everyone would stab a friend in the back to hold on to this rich bastard.
Deal with it.
You're all friends. Why would anyone commit murder?
Are we even going to talk about the elephant in the room?
Am I the elephant?
Yeah, you're the elephant.
You're not that bad.
Think of the danger here.
Are you calling me dangerous?
Well, we'll see.
Let it all out.
Hell yeah!
This is reckless. The killer wouldn't hesitate to kill again if it covers their tracks.
You must be really great at clue hunting.
I'm very bad at dumb things. Ticking boxes, running around, searching all the rooms. It's just a terrible, terrible game.
It's the 10th year of my movie month. 30 movies, 30 days. Movie month, 30 podcasts, 30 days. Movie month, 30 movies, 30 days, 30 podcasts. It's year 10.
The day was June 28th, 2023. And for this 28th day of June, our host has watched a movie he's never seen before for the 28th day in a row. And here he is now podcasting about it to you, wherever you are in this entire world, or possibly the galaxy. You never know, signals get sent into space. He's here podcasting about it to you for the 28th straight day. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I love a good murder mystery. But the best part, or one of the best parts of a murder mystery, is the actual murder mystery. So, if you have not seen Glass Onion, also known as Glass Onion, a Knives Out mystery? A Knives Out story? What the hell is it called? Wait a minute. I'm going to actually walk in the other room. You think I planned this? You think I planned this out? You think I did this? Glass Onion, a Knives Out mystery. Yeah, that's what it's called there. You know who hates that it's called a Knives Out mystery? The writer and director, Rian Johnson. He just wanted it to be called Glass Onion. He hates that it had to have the knives out there. He wants it to kind of be its own thing. You know, like how you take a mystery novel off a shelf. I mean, it would have been even better if it was James Bond movies. They don't say another James Bond adventure, : That's what I think he wanted to do, but he understood for certain people, you know, not as sophisticated as you and me, those people, they need to know, oh, this is a sequel to Knives Out. Because, let's be honest, James Bond isn't as popular as Benoit Blanc yet. I mean, years from now, who knows who we can get to play Benoit Blanc? We could get maybe Timothy Dalton or Pierce Brosnan. I think that's about it. I think that's all who we could get to play them. Yes, that I didn't even realize I was making the connection of James Bond and Benoit Blanc when I made the connection, because, of course, our most recent James Bond is played by Daniel Craig, who is an English dude in this movie doing some sort of New Orleans Creole accent, but I can't quite do it. It's not quite Foghorn Leghorn, but whatever it is, I remember the first time hearing it, I did not expect it at all, and now I kind of love it, and he's back again, this time with a mystery of a murder. But what I loved about this movie, and as I said earlier, I never finished my thought. The best part is, or one of the best parts, because another great part is the crazy characters. And this movie has that. But it also has a really good mystery. And you got to love that mystery. And you don't want to go in knowing that mystery or the outcome of said mystery. So, if you haven't watched this movie yet, it's on Netflix. You can go watch it right now. And, please do, because I'm going to spoil it. I'm going to spoil a lot of it. This movie, again, written and directed by Rian Johnson. It's got a bevy of familiar faces and familiar names. We have Kate Hudson. We have Dave Bautista. I've watched so many WWE guys in the last couple days. We've got Edward Norton. We've got Leslie Odom Jr. We've got Catherine Hahn. Did I get everybody? Kate Hudson, and of course, Daniel Craig. But to me, the character, the actor, actress, spoiler alert, that really brought this movie together was Janelle Monáe. Now, she is someone who I have known the name for quite some time. I am, familiar with her. I believe she is a musician as well as an actress. But I realized I had never seen her in any, I've never seen anything she's been in. So I did not know what to expect. I didn't go in with any expectations, really. It's just, okay, she plays the ex-partner in tech to Edward Norton's character. There was a bitter separation between them, and now she showed up when no one expected her to show up. And I'm going to spoil this movie. It's the movie's out of order. This podcast probably will be out of order. The whole damn system's out of order. But she was just always there in the background, around, saying things here and there, arguing here and there. But when the twist came in the middle of this movie and you realize the character you think she's playing, she's not playing. That character died. This is the twin sister of said character. And you realize that the reason that Benoit Blanc is there is because there is another murder to be solved. We think we're going to a murder mystery, where I say, a real murder is going to happen, and you expect that, okay, someone's going to kill Ed Norton, and we're going to have to figure out who did this out of all these people. And then you come to find out, nope, actually, Dave Bautista's character died. I did not see that coming at all. And you realize, oh, no, we have to figure out who killed him. I mean, not really. The real thing is, you come to find out that that Janelle Monáe's character and Benoit Blanc's character are working together because they're trying to solve the murder of the character that everyone else thinks Janelle Monáe's playing, the twin sister of the person she really is, who died, but it was ruled as suicide, even though there's no way there was a suicide. The sister was convinced of it, and she played both characters so distinctly different that I was just like, oh, Jesus, she is awesome, and this is a great performance we're seeing here. I feel like in Knives Out, we see all these actors we know and characters we know, and then you see Ana de Armas. I'm like, wow, she's really good, and she kind of steals that movie. And in this movie, that's how it felt with Janelle Monáe to me. Where, I mean, obviously she is much more well known, but for me, I was like, well, gosh darn it, and I hate to kind of, use such a dirty expression, but gosh darn it, she is awesome. And I sat up, I'm like, oh my God, this is great. And the twist was great. The whole thing, because you think you're going in and you're wondering, oh, the killer had obviously invited Benoit Blanc, and he didn't realize that. And it's just Edward Norton invites all these people to an island every year for some crazy, excitement. But because, and like little twists that you see happening in front of you. And then later, when they're shown in a different context or a different light, you're like, "Oh, that's what he meant by that." Like, it was just a bunch of truly like lecherous people, all in their different ways. There's the fashion designer who wants to. I don't know if she was an actress first. She wants to, hold on to her legacy. So she'll do anything to make sure that Edward Norton bankrolls her. You got the live streamer. They were all friends before. You got the live streamer who's like this like macho man, who streams about men's rights and all that shit. You have the I completely forgot what I was talking about because my friend just called me, and I was trying to get off the phone with him. So I completely forgot where I was, and I'm not going back to listen to it because I'm on my pocket recorder. I was going through all of them. Oh, how they were all terrible for different reasons. So Catherine Hahn was just someone who wanted to have political power. She ended up being a governor, and she would do anything to hold on to that power, including promote a power plant for Edward Norton's this like weird crystal that he's working on to help power things. And what the hell? Oh, Leslie Odom Jr. works for Edward Norton and kind of just enables him. And Janelle Monáe was the ex-partner who actually came up with the idea for the company in the first place, but would not support him, and that's what forced him out. Edward Norton kind of, I saw him was he sort of trying to be an Elon Musk? I saw him at one point looking like a Apple guy, Steve Jobs. That he had that Steve Jobs look, like and I love that he mispronounces things throughout the movie. And I'm thinking, did he do that? Like, I remember hearing one word that threw me off, and then at the end, Benoit Blanc's like, it's right there in front of you. He's an idiot. He's an idiot who surrounds himself with enablers. They're not disruptors; they're just idiots. And like Janelle Monáe was the smart one, and this guy, I don't know, maybe he just had the money and he was there to help bankroll people. The setting was awesome. The setting was like this, like the island and this mansion that he kind of called the Glass Onion, named after this bar that they used to go to. Now, the Glass Onion is a Beatles song. I didn't even realize this. They played the song. I'm like, oh, that song's called Glass Onion. I didn't even know that. So I love all that. I love Benoit Blanc's reaction to everything going on around him. Every hour there's a chime, bong. And apparently that was Joseph Gordon-Levitt, who is Rian Johnson's like Lucky Charm, who's been in all his work. And so basically they're all brought to this island, and they're there to play a game, to have a fun game. They get these intricate invitations. You see Janelle Monáe's character smashing it to pieces. You don't realize at this point who she actually is. And then Benoit Blanc shows up, and he's like, Edward Norton's like, can I talk to you? What are you doing here? He's like, I got an invitation. He goes, I didn't send you one. He goes, look, I have it right here. It was a big box, and here's with those games, and here's the invitation. Well, it is real. How did you get it? And he goes, oh my God, someone must have closed it up and resent it to me. Little do you realize later that actually he was working with Janelle Monáe's character all this time. So he's like, well, we're just here for a murder mystery. And he starts like kind of just observing all these people, and he actually solves the murder mystery before it happens. Like that was Edward Norton's reaction to all of that happening was so great. Like he planned this entire thing, and Benoit's like, well, all right, Birdie did it with this arrow over here, and he tells this whole story, and he solves the whole mystery. And he's like, look, all these people seem really upset with you. And, maybe, having people stuck on an island thinking about your murder isn't a great idea. So you think that's what's happening the whole time, that he's going to end up murdered. Then while they're partying, all of a sudden Dave Bautista, starts choking. We don't know why. And he dies. And all of a sudden his gun's missing and his phone's missing. And you start to wonder what's going on. We see all these people running around. And then we see Janelle Monáe's character get shot. With Benoit Blanc, and then I believe from there we cut back, and then we see her and I'm like, what is going on here? We see Hugh Grant all of a sudden. Is that Benoit's husband? I didn't even know. So we see her, and she's all of a sudden a different character, a southern accent. Like, what is going on here? I thought she was playing Benoit. Turns out, no, this is the real person we'd be seeing. She's going to pretend to be her sister and solve this murder with Benoit, and that's when they pick up later. And it turns out, obviously, that it turns out that they were all checking on her. They all wanted to see her, but Edward Norton got to them first. We learn that Dave Bautista saw not Benoit. We saw Edward Norton's character get there first, and that's why he killed him later. And we know that because he actually said it. Hey, remember that time you almost hit me with the car? Like, all these little clues are being said, and I feel like you almost need to go back. If I went back and watched it again, you'd be like, oh, there that is. Oh, there's that. Oops, there it is. Whoop, there it is. Like, all these little things that feed into the mystery are being told to you, right to you. You just don't know it. I love that when you're being told all these things, you don't know it, and you might not even pick. Like, sometimes you'll see something in a movie, or you'll be like, oh, that's important later. But sometimes there are little throwaways that you don't notice, and they come back and you're like, oh, that's why that was said. And I love when that's done so well. Or you see these, like, a little conversation happening in the back. You don't really know why. And then boom, later you see the actual conversation. Or at one point, Janelle Monáe's character is stumbling. You don't know why. And you realize she drank like 12 kombuchas or something. And I love the running jokes in this movie. There's Jeremy Renner's hot sauce. He Edward Norton's character loves celebrities, loves the idea of investing with celebrities. He's talking about Anderson when he's remember when you hit me almost by Andy? He's like, oh yeah, Anderson Cooper's birthday party. Like he was covering for his thing there, but he goes to Anderson Cooper's birthday party. He has Jeremy Renner's hot sauce. He has what the hell's his name from? I can't think of his name from. He's in the band 30 Seconds to Mars. He was the Joker. He was the third Joker or the second Joker or the fourth Joker. And he was in 2049, Blade Runner. And I'm going to sit here all night. I can see his face, his piercing eyes. The hell is his name? Anyway, he was the guy who created the kombucha. And even Benoit Blanc's like, you're drinking all this kombucha. I can't think of his name. I will sit here all night. No, I won't. I won't sit here all night because I can't think of... You know who I'm talking about. It's that guy. I believe did he win the Oscar for Dallas Buyers Club? Oh, my God. I know everything about him. He was on My So-Called Life. Jared Leto. Boom. Yes. Nailed it. It was with a J. So Jared Leto, Jeremy Renner, and the funniest running joke. And you felt like it was there the whole time when he talked about, I want to be in the same sentence as the Mona Lisa. I want to be remembered for, being in the sentence, like, as well as that. Turns out it is because he's the man who ruined the Mona Lisa. But there was this joke of, oh, it's very well guarded. It's so well guarded that any loud noise will open or close it. And they they consistently showed that anytime a phone dinged, you heard this thing would go up. Anytime, like, my knee cracking would probably pop it. Like, constantly. Sometimes you saw it, then after a while you didn't even see it, and it just was in the background, but I noticed it. I tried to notice it as much as possible, and it was so, like, funny just hearing that go up and down the entire time. I like that basically all these people, even if in the end of things, like when the Andy's sister, I think it's Helen, Janelle Monáe's characters, she finds the proof that her sister came up with the company. I was like, you're getting too close, and he burns the napkin, and you realize all these people were going to just shut up and say, yeah, I never saw a napkin. I'm sorry. They were so all Weasley, vile, like none of them were good people at all, except Janelle Monáe's character, and Benoit Blanc, of course. And the dude who just kept walking around like, hey, what's up? Who just hung out there. That was very funny. At one point, I thought he was going to be a much bigger part of the movie, but I feel like it would have been like a cop-out if he ended up being like a major part of the mystery. But what else was I going to say? So they're all terrible people. They finally kind of, and it was actually Kate Hudson's character was the first one to finally be like, you know what? I do remember seeing the napkin. They're ready to stand up for things when all else was failed. So it was like when push come to shove, they finally were going to stand up to things. But what I liked about Ed Norton's character is that, you know, there he is. He killed two people. He killed Andy. And then he killed Dave Bautista's, I can't think of his character's name. You know me, I'm terrible with character's name. He killed them both by poisoning them. He poisoned Andy with some sort of, poison. But he poisoned, I can't think of his name. But it was like Drax the Destroyer. That's from Guardians. Whatever it is, Dave Bautista, who's a good actor. I enjoy him. And I thought I was going to see another Dave Bautista movie, and I completely blew it. I completely forgot to fit it in this year. But maybe next year there'll be a knock at movie month. So he was allergic to pineapple juice. And why do we know this? Because he said it earlier in the movie. I can't do pineapple juice. So it's right there in front of you. Like a little thing you just think, oh, that's a funny joke. No, it's a clue that that's probably what killed him, and that is what killed him. But he kills these two people. And yet, when Helen, the Benoit Blanc, when Janelle Monáe's, the character she was playing through most of the movie, when she gets up in her face, it's like she's never afraid that I'm thinking he's gonna reach for a knife, he's gonna reach for a gun. He does try to shoot her. He doesn't succeed, but he tries to. Something choke her. No, he is such a weasel. When she's up in his face, he just kind of stands there like, huh? What? Like he thinks but he's like, you can't, none of this is true. Like he thinks he's just buy his way out, but he's never, and she's never afraid of him, and he's never like aggressive. Like he's too much of a, she's not afraid of him. Like she's not afraid that he could be this big monstrous thing. He's a weaselly little guy who tries to get away with things and tries to do things from afar or hands off. And like she's just right up in his face. And I like that for both of their characters. Trying to think what else, just like the entire setting, the characters, the writing, the dialogue, the direction, everything worked for me and I love that it's take this guy, put him in another setting, and it wasn't a family drama. It was like a murder mystery, like, because we don't know who's going to get killed. And then we realize, oh, we're actually trying to solve two murders here. It ends up being the same guy, but it was just that twist and the flashback. It just was, and then we had a flashback within a flashback. It was very Inception. It was just masterful. I thought it was just so well put together, and I'm like, okay, keep going, keep doing these, because you can do these. I love series of books and series of with these characters that I follow along on adventures. And with this one, it's like, yeah, it's Benoit doesn't have any like people he works with. He just goes on his own, and he gets surrounded by all these people, all these kooks, and he helps the nice people out, and they figure out and they solve these mysteries. And I want more of this. I just like this level, if they could be made at this high level and this original and, with these great actors, and I think the third one's already being created for Netflix. Yeah, the Knives Out was in the theaters. Netflix swooped in, gave Rian Johnson a boatload of money and says, we're going to buy the rights to these. They put them in the theater a little bit, but they're on Netflix. And that one came out like Christmas last year. I assume the next one's going to come out, sometime in 24 or 25. I don't know what else Rian Johnson's doing. I don't know if he's doing any more Star Wars. Remember, at one point he was supposed to be doing a Star Wars trilogy. I don't think he's doing that at all now. I think he's happy to be out of Star Wars and making these movies that are completely his on his own with characters he created. And I'm all for it because I watched. Did he do Looper? But I saw Brick, which was like a film, like a noir, detective story with it in high school. Really cool movie. So I am all for him continuing to make these movies. Just a really, really, really fun time. And Janelle Monáe stole the show and stole my heart. She was wonderful. And I think that's it. I think I've reached the finale. There's no twist ending in this podcast. It's just you're just getting it like it is. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm tired. And it was just raining all day. It's been raining all week. My entire vacation has been raining all week. So there's this little park that we want to go to. It's in town. It's called Forest Lake. And I remember telling my parents, we're going to get a pass to Forest Lake so we can go all summer. Like, be careful of that water. I was like, really? I don't know. It looks fine to me. I see all these pictures. I see things on Facebook. I'm like, it looks all right. So I go to the Parks and Rec department last week. They're like, you actually have to go to the park on the 28th. Great. So I go to the park on the 28th. And guess what day that is? That's today. So I go there. And it's closed. I'm like, what the hell? Because of the rain, it's closed today, but it'll probably be open tomorrow. Great. We're going to go tomorrow. And then I see, my wife sees on Facebook that, Forest Lake is closed for now because of E. coli found in the water. I was like, damn it. I just wanted to be right about one thing. You parents, they just don't understand. So of course my parents are right about the water. I don't know if it's when it's going to open. And now I'm thinking, I don't think I even want to get a pass there now. I'm going to keep $50 and maybe just, go to the park, go to a park with some nice water and just sit in a chair there and read for free. That's what I think I'll do. So we were going to do this on Friday. We're going to go back and hang out there. But now I think we're going to go to the actual beach in Salisbury, Massachusetts with salt water. And but here's the thing. You're not going to hear about it. I can't tell you. Oh, wait. It's Friday. You can hear about it. Oh, my goodness gracious. Good. That's the last day of movie month. And I said, listen, my dear, my love, I will go to the beach with you in the morning, but we have to be back here in this house by 2 p.m. because I have a movie at 3 p.m. that I have tickets for that I have to get to for the final day of movie month. You dig? And she looked at me and she said, husband, I dig. And then we fist bumped. It was romantic, I say. Okay, all I said was, can we be home by 2? Yes, we can be home by 2. Cool, great, let's go to the beach. Boom, awesome. Now I'm done. You got a little slice of life. You got a little slice of glass onion. You got a little. I'm chopping some onions. You're gonna. I don't even know what a glass onion is, but apparently it is something. It's like a decorative piece. I loved it all, and I love the metaphor of the glass onion. Just a complete 2 thumbs up, big win with this movie today, and I hope that happens tomorrow, and I hope that happens on Friday. And I've heard mixed reviews for the thing I'm seeing on Friday, but all I care about is seeing it, and I can't wait to do it. But that's 2 days away. We still have tomorrow. But tomorrow's tomorrow. We're still here today. And all I want to say is thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for subscribing. You can find me on Twitter, Instagram, and Mastodon.social at Geek Mentality. The Facebook page is Fans Not Experts. That's because the website is fansnotexperts.com. 28 days down, 2 days to go. And at the end of these 2 days, Movie Month will have watched its 300th movie. I know that because I can do math, and 30 times 10, 300. The easy way to do that is you take the two zeros. You take a 0 from 30 and a 0 from 10. You put them down at the bottom. 0, 0. Then you do 3 times 1 is 3. Boom, 300. Easy math. Just a trick I learned. No big deal. All right. Okay, I'm done. I'll see you tomorrow, everybody. Thanks again for listening. Thanks for subscribing. And here is my theme song. This is my podcast. I made it. Geek Mentality's what I named it. And I think you should listen and subscribe. 'Cause I'm kinda funny and awesome. I think that I'm worth your time. And I'm kinda handsome. My mom says, please listen and please subscribe. At least listen to this episode. Fans not experts.